Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on Greg Tech New Horizons. I'm going to pick up on where we left off last time with the forestry and the multi-farms. So, I've been busy with the multi-farm as we saw last time, setting up these barrels and covers and such forth, and I was having a bit of problem with them working. So, as you can see, I've added another one in for saplings, and I'm going to explain why I had to do this. I've now locked all the barrels to the only item they're allowed. I've set the configuration to export because the cover is attached to the pipe, so the cover is exporting into the barrel, if that makes sense. So I've also blocked input because I don't want anything going back into the pipe network from this side. On this side, however, it should be set to allow input. So it's allowing items to be input into this pipe. So the reason I've had to do another barrel for saplings is because I was finding that saplings were getting stuck in the pipe and blocking it and stopping anything else from coming down. I've also had this with sand as well, funny enough. I've had sand get stuck in there. For some reason my multi-farm now and then seems to change from dirt to sand and tries to plant a sapling onto a sand block. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if there's a naughty enderman up there that keeps changing things around. But it's only the odd few blocks, it's not many. I don't know, it's a little bit weird. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. So I've also now pretty much set up the second multi-farm. So as you can see, I've put the rubber tree saplings in there and some dirt ready to go. I just need to add the fertiliser and that should start up. I need to finish off the item pipe network. So that was something else I did actually down here. I added a cover onto there, so a conveyor module. As you can see it there, I've added that to the pipe and it sucks the items out much better now. So I'm going to do the same again. So I want it on the top side of the pipe actually, not the bottom, hang on. No, it's the bottom, isn't it? What am I saying? So I'll add that on there. So we want to import, because we'll be importing into the pipe network. And yeah, I'm going to block input or allow input. I think because we're pulling it out, I did just explain this and I've completely forgotten what I said now. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing, so when you're pulling items out of something, yeah, I've done allow input and import. It seems to work anyway, so I'll just break that with a wrench. As you can see down here, it's got into a separate slot because it's got the cover on it. Ah, cover on bottom side. Yeah, it's the top side I want. So let me just crowbar that off. So that's now set up. Follow the pipe all the way down to here. This one turns left into this room. And I've set up 2 barrels ready for it. So one's going to be for probably sticky resin and the other will be for the wood. I might need a third for the saplings again, actually, thinking about this. So yeah, I think I'm going to need a third for saplings. As you can see, I've set up a mixer as well. This is mixing sand, wood pulp and dirt, and it turns it into fertiliser. Just show you that working. At some point I am thinking about pumping the items out into the pipe network or a separate pipe network to feed the multi-farms with fertiliser to save me having to do that. I also may connect these 3 barrels up to the mixer, load them up, then it can automatically feed it. So that's all a work in progress. But yeah, as you can see, it's making the fertiliser which is going straight into here. So I'm going to need another conveyor module at least for the 2 barrels. Didn't realise it was the middle of the night. Right, so I'm going to have to make some more conveyor modules. So we also need enough barrel, some small tin item pipes. Not sure if that's quite enough or not. Now I have thought about changing to Voltine fluid pipes. At the moment I'm in bronze still. I don't know if I'm going to bother. I might just go, there's a Potin as well, fluid pipe. So the small ones carry 2000 litres a second. I think that should be enough for a turbine. Or we can go larger if we want to. But they're made from, I believe, lead dust, bronze dust and tin dust. So to make the Potin. I do have quite a bit of lead now because I found a lead vein in the Twilight Forest, but yeah, I'm going to have to spend some time on that. So once I finish off with the forestry and multi-farms, I might do that. As you can see, I don't have the most tin in the world at the moment. In fact, let's check downstairs, we can bring some up. I should really lock these to what's in them, shouldn't I? Shift right click, no, don't want to do it. No. There we go. That would definitely be enough. So I've got the conveyors, got the tin pipes. We'll attach those. We're going to put some fertiliser in the machine, in the multi-farm, and then hopefully that'll start producing us some rubber. Eventually in this room I'm going to set up like a rubber processing plant, so once these start working and feeding them full of rubber, we'll be able to process it. So we're going to attach covers to the bottom of the pipes. Actually, we were meant to get another barrel, weren't we? So these will be exporting into the barrels. And we don't want them to allow input because otherwise they're going to feed back in. Yeah, so it's already set all three for some reason. Okay. Right, the next barrel. Yes. Right, I like to fill up these holes as we go, just so nothing can spawn in there. Okay, you can see my steam turbine behind here, which is powering the mixer. It also gives me potential to add a couple more machines if I need to. Underneath, I think I might have shown you this before, but in case I haven't, I'll show you now. So this door will take us down. This is where all my pipes are and stuff, so you can see this is feeding the turbines for the multi-farms. I'm a little bit concerned about how far it has to go. I'll show you all the way back. I mean, that's feeding the turbine for, what's that for? The carpenter and the other machine, what's it called? The thermionic fabricator, that's it. So yeah, there's a turbine all the way over there for that. That's the creosote tank. So yeah, the steam is coming a long way. I mean, it starts off in these large pipes, so it's carrying quite a lot. And there's our steel steam tank. It doesn't seem to be causing any problems at the moment with chunk loading or anything, so fingers crossed that's okay. Yeah, this is the other way up. I've got a couple of ways up and down, so... Alright, let's get a barrel. Finish setting this up. There's also this way through as well into that processing room. So when I need my sulphur, it's all here, because obviously it's mixed up in the grinder here. So we're getting there. I'm working towards a good system anyway. This is the only problem with building underneath a river. I have been up and taken the top layer of sand off and replaced it with dirt because I got fed up with water flying in. Okay, so these are all ready to receive everything. Let's take some fertiliser. A couple of stacks. And yeah, let's get this rubber plant working because this is quite exciting. I did completely underestimate how much work this would be. It's literally been probably days of work to get this running properly. Obviously you can see this one's working well, but here you go, look, here's one of these random sand blocks. And here again, I don't know where they're coming from. And there, why are they turning into sand? I don't get it. Right, so everything's in here. If we literally add the fertiliser, it should start running. I hope, yes. All the rubber trees being planted. Ooh, I like this. This is going to produce so much rubber. Now I probably haven't got enough saplings yet, but the farm will manage that because as it cuts down the trees, it will replant saplings. I mean, to be honest, I could probably go and get rid of my other rubber tree manual farm now because this is going to do everything for us. I'd just like to see the first tree grow. There we go, our first rubber tree. And another. Is it going to start chopping them down or? There goes one. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I assume it like goes around block by block searching in some sort of circle. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, that's working. I don't know why it hasn't cut down that tree. Oh, there we go, it has now, as soon as I say it. There you go, you can see the items going in and disappearing again. Should be replanting saplings, yeah. So let's go down and have a look what's going on. So the rubber wood's found its way into this one, so let's lock that. It takes now we're just waiting for any other products. I don't know if we will get sticky resin. We should get a little bit. I mean, obviously we're going to use an extractor on this to extract the resin out of it, or the rubber pulp, whichever way around it works. So I'll set up an extractor in here somewhere. Probably build another one, because I like to have a set of machines upstairs for my general crafting, and then some more for the various processing areas. The mixer's working well. I mean, obviously I have to keep manually adding things, which isn't ideal, but I don't need a huge amount of fertiliser, so I'm not too worried about doing that at the moment. As I say, I might automate it later and get it feeding the farms. I mean, I could literally just pipe it into that pipe and some of it would find its way there. But at the moment, I think it might confuse the whole system with what's going into what. I'm just actually waiting to see if anything else finds its way into these barrels. I mean, it might not do it until the multi-farm's full. I think that's what I found on this side. Obviously apples we got straight away, but the saplings we didn't get until the whole thing was full. Let me show you. So yeah, until this was full up, then saplings started dropping down here, then dropping into the pipe network. Which, why is there a rubber sapling in here? How's that happened? But they're too close together. Right, we're going to have to build a barrier between the two farms because a rubber sapling's found its way into this side, and that is going to clog up the system because now nothing else will come down. Where's it gone? Is it there? It's in the cover, isn't it? Yeah, see sapling. That's annoying. Right, let's go up the top and see if we can rectify that. I'm going to have to put a wall between them or something. Or fence or anything. I think what's happening is probably going to work both ways. See how when items drop, they can potentially jump across. I'm probably going to need more fences than that, aren't I? If I'm going to rely on fences. sure how high this needs to be. Right, hopefully that's going to create enough of a barrier. Well, it should stop these from growing anyway, right on the edge. Yeah, these blocks of sand are really, really strange. I mean, I keep removing them and replacing them. I don't know, should I just leave it empty and put dirt in here and it replaces itself, but they keep coming back and I don't know why. Don't know if anyone else has any clues on that. It'd be good to know if they do. It's a really strange one. If I remove it, that's just stone brick underneath. I can then put some dirt in here and it will find its way around and replant it. I don't even know where it was now. Was it that one? Yeah, let's remove them. It's really weird. The yellow X is where mobs can spawn at night time, so I'm trying to reduce that. At some point I'm going to have to make something a little bit more permanent for lighting. I mean, I could place them on the farm blocks. I don't think that will affect anything. Ah, how did that get in here? We haven't had any problems with sand on this side yet. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but yeah, there's no more sand left, but give it a couple of days and the sand will be back. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's when we run out of fertiliser, does the ground dry up and turn to sand? Is that a thing? will make this more of a priority if that's the case. Right, yeah, look, we've ended up with a couple of apples in here. That's probably where it started to plant the wrong type of sapling. Or the apples just dropped into that farm, of course, which is actually quite likely. I'm going to take some more fertiliser up because if I keep it full of fertiliser, I'm thinking I'm not going to get this sand problem. I'm going to have to automate the process though, because I can't be spending time manually filling them up. I want these to just run on their own. Now there will be the issue of I've got to make the fertiliser, so I know the mixer can do that automatically. But what it can't do is dig all the sand, the dirt, and then make the wood pulp I need. So I could automate the wood pulp, and I don't know if there's a way of making sand out of thin air, but for now I think I'm just going to have to fill up a barrel full of sand, a barrel full of dirt, and probably a barrel full of wood pulp, and just feed it to the mixer, and then the mixer can feed the barrel can feed the two farms. I think that's the way forward on that. So I'm going to need more tinite and pipes, because I don't want them running out of fertiliser, because if they all turn to sand I will lose all my saplings, although effectively I should have a load of spares. Let's put it on my to-do list because I've spent a lot of time on these farms. So I'm going to tick off the tree multi-farm. Mine entrance and network. I've done the entrance. I've started a network, but I haven't really finished it off. I want to finish that off, connect all the mines up, so I'll leave that on there. So automate. Oh, must have caps lock on. Automate fertilizer. As best as possible, I want to automate that and connect it to the farms. Right, so let's have a look at our quest book, see where we're up to anyway, because this is where we are with the forestry so far. I've still got a few early ones to do, and I've got to get into this as well. Make the graft and start collecting hybrids, which will lead on to a lot more of, looks like, all the different tree types. Cocobolo. Balsa, Brazil nut, common alder, common beech, teak, mundane lush, ball pine. There's a lot of different trees, isn't there? Golden raspberry, orange, mandarin, lemon, hill cherry, papaya, silver lime. Wow. Yeah, I'm quite interested in doing that, to be honest. That's something I do want to do. Got any more multi-block goals? Only these two, which I haven't got into that yet. in LV we have a lot to do, and even more that's still hidden. I'm not going to worry about the hidden quests at the moment. I will start having a look at this low voltage transformer. Not that one, this was the one I wanted earlier on, wasn't it? The ULV transformer. And I wanted this for the simple ore washer. Yes. Okay, I remember that some time ago. That was about a week ago. I said I was going to do that and I still haven't done it. I've got onto multi-farms. So I think what we could do is an LV extractor for the rubber wood we're going to get. So I don't know, have I done an LV extractor yet? Honestly can't remember, let's have a look. Fluid extractor. Extruder. So I don't think we've done it yet. That's the centrifuge. Chemical reactor. Faster steam transportation, interesting. Ferment your brew. Forge hammer. Forming press. Combustion generator, might be a good one to do. Basic gas turbine. Ooh, auto mining. I'm looking forward to that one. I remember that from Tekkit. That's about the only other modded Minecraft I've ever played was Tekkit, and I did enjoy that a long time ago. Right, electrically separating dust. There must be an LV extractor. Or is it like gated behind something? Yeah, I can't believe I can't actually find an LV extractor. I mean, I could use the Steam version, but that doesn't feel like progress to me. And I'm not sure it'll support auto input and output. Aha! Suction device. So that's what they call it. I hope you're not thinking about what time am I thinking about, are you? It's highly recommended to get one of these, as the efficiency in terms of cold steam used to extracting something is a lot better when using EU. Good. So, yeah, we want one of these. Right, let's add it to our bookmarks, because I don't want to have to look for that again. So we're going to need a couple of circuits, a couple of tin pipes, pump, piston, a machine hole and some glass. Right, I'm not sure how much equipment I've got left over for this. As you can see, I'm pretty low on everything after doing these farms. Do have pistons. We don't have pumps. Tin rotor, motor. Tin rotor we do have. Motors we do have. I remember making some. And I must have used them because I no longer have them. Okay, I think we need some rubber plates to start with. Let's just skip the night. So what I think I'll do before I make this is I'll now make up a load of raw materials. I'll stock up on all the rubber plates, all the various wires, cables, motors, pumps, etc. And we'll come back, make another episode on making the LV extractor and setting it up to automate it through our tree farm system with the rubber wood. So yeah, we'll place it downstairs, I think, next to, or pretty much next to where the rubber is, next to that barrel full of rubber wood. So look, the sand's back again. Where is this sand coming from? I don't think there's an Enderman. I honestly got no idea what this is. I mean, I'm just checking out the info in the top corner. Still 60% humidity. RWG River Temperate. So yeah, why are we getting these sand blocks? Are they sucking them up out of the ground somewhere because we're on a riverbed? Don't know. It's doing something strange though, isn't it? There's another one. I don't want to have to keep doing that. Are we getting any over here yet? I don't want to, but I'm just curious. Nothing yet. Very strange. Anyhow, I shall cut the video, leave it here. I'm going to go and make all those other components ready to make the extractor. And then we can get automating this rubber manufacturing. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this one. I know it's another one on multi-farms, but for me, I think the multi-farms are quite important. I've just spotted another sapling behind. Hang on a second. How did that get in that system? Unless it has found a way of falling over the wall. I don't know. Anyhow, yep, I do find the multi-farms very useful, especially for rubber production. As you can see, I'm going to get a lot of rubber wood this way, and I shouldn't have any problems getting any rubber in the future. I just need the sulphur, which I've got loads of at the moment, so all good there. Thank you all for watching again. Hope you've enjoyed it, and yeah, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me some comments. If anyone knows what that sand is that keeps appearing in my multi-farm, so I'd love to know where that's coming from. So yeah, leave your comments below, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Bye everyone. Bye.